Hello guys, and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you three replays. First one is in the E5, the tier 8 heavy tank. We are on Himmelsdorf, and it's in counter mode. The capture the base is in the middle of the map. We don't want to be going there. So we're going to push up to the hill. The hill is probably the most important part of this map. I'm not saying you should ignore the rest of the map, but you can get shots down across the base on a counter, so it's very important. And we get our first encounter with a T-32 there, and get two lovely shots into these guys. Now our team seems reluctant to help me on this side. Luckily, there's someone across the going across the railway tracks to help put a shot into one of those tanks that was pushing me. So we're going to push across here, and of course he was just waiting for me, but I put a shot back into him. So fair exchange. He hits a little bit harder than me, but we've got two shots into him, and he's pretty triggered. He's just waiting for me to come round. Of course, it wasn't me this time. It was waiting for him to push up too high, and he does, and he bounces. So it was me and this guy here. He seems to be a decent player because he was putting his gun up there by the looks of things, trying to get me to block my shot. This guy's getting side shot onto me, but I managed to get a shot into him as well. And our team is kind of losing now. And we are outnumbered here, so I'm pulling back, but this guy for some reason sees me and just drives into the back of me. You could drive to the side or whatever, mate. There's a P Victoria, a decent tank, and we track him, so we get assisted there, so very nice. And it looks like a lot of the enemy tanks are pushing here. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's trying to shoot people across the railway track, but we get a lovely shot into him. And it's looking pretty nice right now. Pretty nice that we're doing okay. This guy got in front of me. We managed to get a shot into the bottom of that guy, and we're thinking, oh, I'm dead right now. Scorpion managed to get taken out pretty quick. Bounced that shot, but I kind of rushed it. So yes, we are still losing, but we are keeping these guys tied up very nicely, so the rest of our team can get on with the job. Unfortunately, that guy does finally get into shot to me, and I don't get a shot into him. We could have probably penned that maybe if we pushed. This guy pushes up for me instead. Seeing if I can get any more shots. This guy is pushing over here. We put a lovely shot into his drive wheel, take him out. Again, we've got the majority of the enemy team tied up here. Now, managed to get a shot into that T-32 that we've been brawling with the whole game, and he gets taken out, unfortunately, by my teammate. And we can see any more shots we can get into this guy. We're pushing this out in front of us, seeing if we can get, and of course he does get a pen into us. We've got the premium loaded right now. I can't remember how long I've had that in, but as you can see, it can make all the difference. You can make all the difference. Yes, we're not having the most amazing game here. We've got about 4,000 combined, which to be fair is very good. We've only got the one kill, and the game has turned around because me and this guy here have pretty much kept this the majority of their team tied up on this hill. Our team has swept around the rest of the map, killed all the guys, the enemy tanks that were not on the hill, and now are swinging up behind. So we've had such a good game. I'm waiting for this guy to push. As you can see, even though the tracks are off that tank, my gun actually thinks that there's still something there. So that, yeah, I mean, this is kind of problem in this game when you got that. We're going to get a side shot into him and put a lovely shot into his side there. So really, that shot should be able to go through, but it doesn't. It wouldn't, because it was still seeing that blown up tank as still being alive. So as you can see, it did, unfortunately, did hit what would have been the track, but it wasn't there because it's dead. But for some reason, it still sees it as being on. They need to fix that kind of thing, because that could have ended really badly for me there. Could have been taken out, and it would have been wouldn't have been my fault. As you can see, we are having a great game. So we basically got 5,000 combined. Now this normally, right, would be a mastery, right? But unfortunately, it is just a first class, guys. Now I'm thinking it's either because people are having amazing games in this thing, which is true, right? It's that's why they're so high to get a mastery. But as always, we've only got the one kill. It is very frustrating. Like, okay, no offense, I'm not blowing my own trumpet here, but we did keep the majority of the team tied up for our team to actually win, because we were down tanks. We were going to lose that game. Now me and a couple of other guys held the whole of their team up. Now obviously that doesn't give you XP, because it doesn't understand that's what's going on, I guess, the computer. But we've got a great score as well. It's not like we just sat there and we're bouncing shots and just keeping them tied up. We actually got a good amount of great amount of damage and assisted damage. But unfortunately, this game goes, you know what? Damage doesn't really matter that much. Kills is what is most important. Now, this can lead to people holding their shots to try to get a kill rather than actually putting in damage, so they can get a better XP, that kind of thing. So I think I don't know how. Obviously, putting a gun out of the game is very important at the end of the day, because I, as you can see, was on pretty low health for a big portion of that game, but I was still pumping out a lot of damage and pretty much helping win the game. So I don't know how to really sort it, but I think, yeah, it's just a bit annoying that you had such a great game, but because you didn't get as many kills, maybe someone else, I don't know, could have been sniping my kills, waiting for me to do the most damage, and then he comes in and finishes them off. That does happen, and they could get loads of more XP just because they could taken guns out of the game where you were doing the majority of the work, Anyway, another couple of gripes there in that game, considering it was such a great game. We're in the T-77. Now this is a great little tank. Was it season pass tank? Was it? I can't remember. It probably was at some point. But we are sitting on this corner. I do like this corner. It does give you a couple of opportunities to shoot tanks coming across up to that hill area, which we're looking at right now. There's a gap in between those giant rock and those hills. You can get shots into the side of someone. There's there. That's where you can shoot people. And there's usually people camping at the back there, at that house over there. And this light tank, yeah, very lucky. And he takes. Oh, I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. He was like, he put a shot. Maybe he's a fairly new player. Maybe he didn't realise the T-77 is an auto-loader, because I would not have sat there if I was him. Obviously, that first shot was quite annoying because it went into his track but didn't actually take his track off. But he decided to give me a hand and sit there for two of my shots. This guy, I don't know how he got there, but he's got in behind people. I don't know what he's doing. Unfortunately, we didn't get the kill on that guy. We put 2 shots into him, and I wasted our 3rd shot. But there you go. I don't know how I don't know what he was doing really. He could have come round behind us because we've got 2 team members that he was behind, but he didn't shoot the back of them. I don't know. Some players on this game really throw me out how they play this game. As you can see, there's a TD in the back there. We're willing to take a hit, and he comes out, put 2 shots into that guy, a shot into that guy. So we've got 2,500 combined and 1 kill. And finally, our teams are equalising out. We were losing, but that kill brought us back into equal territory. Again, the ammo count on this tank isn't all that great. The problem is this tank is got a very long reload. You're out of the game. Then we bounce a shot, nice, and he just sits there as well. Thank you very much. And now we've got 1 shot left, and that guy finally pens me because we do give him a side, and of course he hits our ammo. Luckily we got a large repair kit, so we put that in, and we got just over 3,000, and we got 3 kills. We see that guy there. Unfortunately, he spots us, and he's aiming at us. We've got a long reload. I'm thinking at this point, we're not going to get any shots into this guy because we've got such a long reload. And right, he's just sitting there. We've put 2 shots into him, finish him off. Thank you very much. I'm thinking about what should we do? Reload? Yeah, we'll reload. This might be a bad idea. It might be game over by the time we get there. But as you can see, like this 30 seconds reload is just insane. A guy pushing me, for God's sake. And he fluffed his shot there. I've got 10 seconds reload. This guy's going to die before I can get there. Yeah. Oh, that was so close. Really do want to get the artillery. He does get a shot pretty much onto me, but just not enough, unfortunately, to do any damage to me because he's tier 6. Can we get any shots into this guy? Unfortunately, not. So we go for a reload again. Probably again going to be not enough. And this is where that reload really hurts me. And yeah, so we got just under 4,000 combined. 4 kills is pretty decent. Like I said in the last game, kills seem to matter more than damage itself because, you know, we get a 1st class in this, I believe. And I just felt like the last game was a great game. And that's the thing, is I love games like that. It was a close game, you know. Really felt like I was making a big contribution to the team by holding up the enemy and things like that. But it felt a little bit like I didn't get rewarded for all that work. Can we get the shot in? Yes, we can. I've actually forgot about that. So we did actually get 5 kills in the end. And a decent amount of damage, right? But it was on lower tier tanks at the end of the day, so the other game felt so much better than this one. I did get a lot more combined damage in the last game as well, but it's the kills that put me over the edge on this one. Right, and we are in the T29. It's been a very long time since I played this thing. It is still such a great tank. As you can see, we are top tier, so that does help. I don't think I've got a particularly good crew in this, if I remember rightly. But as you can see, we do not have to worry about ammunition in this thing. We've got 30 AP rounds, 26 premium rounds, and 7 HE rounds. That isn't pretty insane. You can literally just fire every time you reload. Because you got that much ammunition. Now there's another YouTuber I watch, tank player. I can't remember which one it was now. There's not many World of Tank YouTubers I watch these days. A lot of them have disappeared simply because it's a bit of a niche game. Even if you get really popular, you're not going to get that many viewers, right? I mean, if you're a YouTuber that does World of Tanks PC, yeah, you can be pretty big, right? Quickie Baby, Mr. Jingles, or whatever it's called, that kind of thing. But if you're a console player like me, and there are a few, I think like the top ones have like got 10,000 subscribers, that kind of thing. You know, that is like the max kind of thing, like Eclipse and stuff like that. I think if you want to make it on YouTube and you want to do World of Tanks, you kind of want to do World of Tanks and try to get your audience to then watch your other videos and make those popular. I mean, I don't make just World of Tanks content. I do videos on every game I play, pretty much. Sometimes I'll do like a whole playthrough, and sometimes I'll just do like 1 or 2 videos on a game I'm playing. I kind of do it as a hobby myself, as in I can look back and go, oh, I've played this game. That was quite a good game, that kind of thing. And at the moment, it is extremely hard to do any videos because I do have a 1-month-old daughter, and she obviously, as babies do, scream a lot, so I can't really do many videos at all at the moment. It's quite a pain for that, and obviously finding the time with a baby, you know, finding the time, finding the ability. This guy's just sat there. He really does have a good idea that he's going to be able to pen me. I'm guessing he's probably a new player. I feel kind of bad. Just bounced every shot there, and put him down to pretty much a 1 shot there, I think. And he's kind of realised that he's got pretty much no chance, so he's pulled back, which is fine. I'm sure he might come back at some point to try to get a shot into me, because you know I would want to if I just got absolutely wiped, you know, and none of my shots did any damage. That can be frustrating. This guy pulls out, finish him off, and yeah, see if we can get dodge that shot. Could have taken a pretty big hit there, so it's good that we pulled back and fluked him into making a bad shot there. And he comes out to try to get a shot into me. Yes, he probably would have penned me if he hit me in the side, but he was a bit too slow on the trigger there. So we have definitely won this game. Let's face it. It's 8-4. We've got 3 kills. We've got just over 2,000. Just over 2,000 combined, which is not a bad score for a tier 7. Just trying to find if we've got any shots. This guy's over here. He looks like he's down on this level here, so we're going to push him. And yes, and he's a tier 7. So we've got to be careful here because he could. We're just pumping the shots into him. I guess he's probably. Well, it's a French heavy, right? So they haven't got the best armor, and we've penned every single shot. And I'm hull down, so there's not much he can do to me. But the thing is, he's pulled back to try to. So I have to push him, which is a good idea. But at the same time, I'm willing to do that because I've got the health. And unfortunately, we do bounce that shot. And he pens, but That's fine. Like I said, that's why we did it. We've got the health, and the TD is up there, shooting us there. So you can see we've now got 3,500 combined, and he's up there. Can we get there in time? No, probably not. He's getting farmed. He's not moving for some reason, and we get mostly assisted for that. So that's fair enough. Still a very good tank for a tier 7 tank. It's pretty OP. So if you did like the video, guys, give it a like and a subscribe, because I'll be bringing you more videos soon. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.